Hello my friends, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, March 7th, 2023. This is Jennifer. So I am coming to you guys today not in the greatest mood that I've ever been in, but I never miss a week if I don't have to, so I am here. First I'm going to let Past Me talk to you about something that does make me really happy, and then we will come back to the future. I also made another gift for a friend of mine whose birthday is also on the same day as my daughter, and that is my friend Janice, who you guys have heard me talk about a lot. This came out of this old Leisure Arts book I have. It's actually a gooseberry patch, but done by Leisure Arts. And I like this guy, but I'm allergic to wool, so I don't really work with wool in any capacity. I made him out of a couple of fat quarters. And this is a little frog for my friend Janice, who loves frogs. And I gave him button eyes. His tummy is the only extra piece I used. Everything else I did with buttons. So I put button eyes, and he's got a little dragonfly. He has a ladybug on his little hiney, and yeah. Oh, and his little pads are also buttons. So I really like him. I think he's super cute. He is a combination of poly pellets, which are his legs, his arms, his head, and then a little bit in the middle, but mostly his middle is polyfill. So he's a little bit lighter here, and then his other parts are a little heavier. So anyway, I did actually make this guy before Janice's birthday, but I won't see her until after her birthday. So you're probably going to see this after her birthday. So I did gift the froggy to my dear friend Janice, and she loved it. And I loved giving it to her, and yeah, so that was really fun. I did not make any progress whatsoever on my quilt for me this week. I had told you guys last week that I would probably piece the back last week, but about 3 hours after I said that on video, I threw my back out. So I didn't do any sewing from like Monday through, I want to say like Friday or Saturday, maybe Friday I did a little bit. But yeah, so that didn't happen. However, I did get my sashing fabric, and guys, it's so red, it's perfect. It is exactly what I wanted. This is a Riley Blake fabric. It's called Blossom, and this color is Cayenne. So I don't know if you can see, but right over here under this plastic cover is my embroidery machine. I got my embroidery machine back on Thursday, and it's working great. So the first thing I did was I made a little mouse, which is a free download from Urbain Threads, just because I wanted to make sure it was working well. And I had this fun pattern that had literally just come out. I cannot show you the one I made because I already gave it to my cats and they're playing with it, but I will move over so I can put a picture here. It came out so cute. The only thing I found was that nowhere in the stitching lines was there a space to stuff it. Even though the picture shows it stuffed, there wasn't a place to turn it or anything, so I had to pick a little bit of stitching out, but not a huge deal. It was just a little weird that it wasn't there already. So it did work beautifully, and I had mentioned to you guys previously that I had a project to do for my husband that I needed my embroidery machine for, and I did it. So this was supposed to be for his birthday, but I didn't have my embroidery machine, so I waited because he likes to have his signature put on his camping gear. And I've done this with machine embroidery and hand embroidery and a couple other things, and probably will do it with HTV in the future since I have a Cricut now. But this is, it doesn't look like much because there's nothing in it, but this is a bag for a custom camp chair he had made last year. He is 6.5 feet tall. He's a big guy, and he had this chair made that is for him and for his size. So it was some local artisans that made this chair. It's pretty cool. Jules was here when it was delivered. So this bag is big enough for his chair. And guys, I did geometry to get this circle. I was super proud of myself. It's been a while. It has a pocket on the front that has like it's for the little pieces. The chair has a few little pegs and stuff, and that's what that's for. So I have a pocket here, and you can see the embroidery that I did on the front. And then it has a drawstring here with this little guy, and I did like antique brass because that's his jam. And then these are just antique brass D-rings that are 4 bags. They don't have a split in them or anything, so they're not going to come apart. They're pretty chunky. I actually found these on Amazon after trying locally and not being able to find what I needed. And he has a bag strap that he's going to put on it. So this is his bag. This was his birthday gift. Took me a couple hours to make it. I had all the measurements that I needed, like how big around the chair is when it's all broken down, how long it was, you know, where he wanted the pocket. I had all of that. I was kind of designing it as I went, and I'm really happy with it. Don't like this fabric. I don't like this fabric at all. This is an indoor outdoor cotton. It is 100% cotton, but it's got a really heavy weave. And I did serge all the seams because it would have frayed itself to death if I hadn't serged it, because it was very, very, very shreddy. That is all the show and tell that I have. Janice's frog, the little mouse I made on my embroidery machine, and the bag for my husband, and my fabric. That's it. I do have a couple of weird updates. Most recently, I went to see my podiatrist, and I thought I was going to be cleared post-op for freedom, for regular life, etc. But my foot hasn't healed enough, and so I've got at least another month. And I have been warned to not overdo it and to maybe back off a little bit of what I'm already doing, just in case it's aggravating it. And so that is what I will be doing. I'm going to be, I'm not sure how I'm going to slow down because I haven't been going that fast anyway, but I'm just going to take it easy. And as you can see, I am sitting. So I'm going to try to really pace myself. I have really been trying not to overdo it because I've been through this before. I know how the healing process works. So I'm just like a little bit frustrated because I thought I would be done. Both of our cars are in the shop, so that's a thing. I think I mentioned that to you guys last week. So still waiting on that to happen. Still waiting on a roofer. And a new thing that I haven't talked about at all anywhere online at all is for almost a year. My husband's been having some heart issues, and he's had a ton of tests, and they have basically the medication is he's gone as far as he can on medication. The medication isn't working. He's gonna have to have heart surgery, and I'm a hot mess because, you know, neither of us is 50 yet, and it's a lot. I'm trying to cope with it. I'm trying to parse it. But it has been, you guys have, if you've been watching for the last like 4 months, you know what's been going on in our lives. And it's just been one thing after another. And I could really use a break. We could all really use a break. So I'm going to leave that there. When I have news, I will share news. But I knew I would tell you guys eventually, so I figured I might as well tell you now. So that is it for me, you guys. I'd love to see your videos. I'd love to read your comments. I'm tired of giving you guys bad news, but that is the life that I am living right now. So I hope you have a good week. I hope you have a crafty week. Hug the ones you love. I will see you next week. Bye.